Hi traders, good morning. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris Sworsick from Elite Currency. One day later than usual with this analysis, but finally here. I wanted to give you a heads up about ECS portfolio. Once again, we've been trading it live since mid-June, but the systems that are in this portfolio method have been traded already for 2 years now. Okay, so with the combination of these systems have been traded since June. But the systems itself already for 2 years, and we've had very good results. The worst result was minus 4% in 1 month, but I think 20 out of the 23 months we've had positive results. So most of the months are positive. All the quarters are positive. And as I said, the worst drawdown was minus 4%. The average so far has been anywhere between 10 and 20% on average per month. Of course, sometimes months are worse, other months are better. But yeah, very happy with those results. I'm trading it with my own capital, of course, as well, and very excited about this. And I think this is different than other systems we had before because this is a combination of systems, semi-automated, automated, fundamental, technical, fully managed by us and Elite Currency. And I think it's a different kind of method, better method, more consistent. And I hope that you can have some spare capital that you can afford to risk and that you can try and join this portfolio. All right. Oh yeah, and if you want to, by the way, you can do that right here. Just go to products, click on portfolio ECS, and you'll get the page where you can, of course, get all the information about that. Okay. Anyhow, euro dollar was indeed struggling at the 38.2 fib. It was a key decision zone, as we said. It's going to either be a bearish bounce for a reversal, or maybe we'll see a bull flag pattern or some kind of consolidation pattern for a bullish continuation. Now, so far, we don't know whether it's bullish or bearish, in my view. Very simply because the bearish push down was not that strong, and the bullish, of course, move, the pattern here was not very clear either. We had maybe a kind of a bull flag pattern right here, or not a bull flag, sorry, a triangle pattern, excuse me, with the A, B, C, D, E. But the break didn't go anywhere. It was a false break and didn't break these tops, as you can see, and then turned around and fell down again. So that's always tricky when you look at continuation patterns, but a breakout of continuation patterns at strong fibs like this. But the decline was not very impulsive either. Yes, we have one strong candle, but not a very strong momentum or impulse with a series of candles. So from my point of view, this could easily be a ABC pattern like this. One second. Like this. And it could still be bullish if it breaks above the 144 you made and 21 you made. And break above that and close above that. Good pushes higher, and we could see a continuation higher to the fibs here at 5061.8, maybe even further to 117.50 and 78.6 fib. Okay, we could see this breakout maybe occur right here if we get that close above this resistance on the 4-hour chart. If we don't, and price breaks through this support trend line, in that case we're seeing a bearish continuation down to this 5, maybe even the bottom, and we'll have to see how price responds there. If there's a flag pattern, more downside is likely, and a break would confirm that, and we're probably in a downtrend at that time, a continuation of the downtrend down to 114.40, and then 113.25, and then maybe 112.75. Okay. If we get a push, but then still a close and reverse kind of response with a strong push up that engulfs this red move down. So let's say we get a small move down like this, but this move up is like that, and then we get a bull flag. That looks bullish to me, and we should see a continuation higher. Okay. Whereas if we get a breakout followed by a flag and then a break, continuation break, it should be bearish. So in my view, it's 50-50. I may be leaning towards a bullish breakout, to be honest. I think a bullish breakout has a better odds or bounce. But of course, it depends on whether we get that close and break above it, whether we get that close and reverse here or the breakout. And of course, if we get a break in a flag, then that does not look good for upside. So I'm leaning towards upside, but would like to see either a close and reverse from here or a breakout here for that upside. And if we get a bearish break, of course, then I'm careful, and we need to see a close and reverse or if we see a bear flag, then I would turn bearish. Okay, but so far, to me, it's looking like, looking at the daily pattern, for instance, we have 1, 3, 5, 8 days above this low, above this double bottom. That seems a bit too long to me for a bearish continuation. And I'm leaning towards, with the divergence pattern between these bottoms now, I'm leaning towards a move back to the 144 EMA on this daily chart at this moment. That's the typical target when there's divergence, and we do have that, as you can see. Not a lot, but it's there. There is some, definitely, between these bottoms, certainly from these bottoms here. So it looks like a 5-wave pattern finished for the moment. And like this, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This swing seems completed because of the time pattern and the divergence pattern. Price is also not closing below the 21 EMA for the moment. So to me, a break above, a daily candle close above the 21 EMA high would also indicate that potential for a push up to the 144 EMA as the next target. Okay. On the weekly chart, we also see a pivot. We don't have a fractal yet, but certainly there is a chance of that 50 bounce at the 50 fib, and that could complete maybe an ABC pattern as well. There's another reason why a bullish bounce could take place. If this is a ABC pattern within wave 4 and completed at the 50 fib, then this could be a bigger reversal. I don't know yet if that's going to happen, but could be. It's another factor. For the moment, though, the target on the daily chart is the 144 EMA. Of course, if it breaks above that, then above the 144 EMA on the daily chart, then we might be getting that bigger reversal on the weekly chart as well. That for a bigger reversal on the weekly chart, we need to close above the 21 EMA high on the weekly chart and 118.25. A close above that on the weekly chart would send this probably higher. Okay. And the monthly candle, of course, is not finished yet. We got a couple of days left. We have 1 week left here. Next week, Monday, we'll have a new video and we can show what the October candle look like. But so far, it's not closing below the 21 EMA low, and so far not breaking to the downside. Okay. If it does break below the 21 EMA low, of course, there's a lot of space to fall down to the previous support trend line on the monthly and make a bigger wedge here. For the moment, though, we don't have it. But if it does, that would be a big triangle pattern potentially. With maybe A here, B, C, D, E, for instance, or other way around, A, B, C, D, E, and up. Okay, but we need that break below the 20 EMA on the monthly chart. On a 1 hour chart, we're already seeing some bounce, but certainly need at the very least a break above all these moving averages and close above it before that becomes interesting. Okay, so pound USD. Yeah, last week we were saying this looks bullish here, this flag pattern. No, wait, that was actually on Tuesday we had the video. I'm not sure what I was said last week Tuesday, but maybe the price was about here. I don't remember. Anyhow, it made a flag pattern, broke that flag pattern, bounced at the 21 EMA. Oh yeah, I made it on Monday and Tuesday because I didn't have sound. Yes, and the Monday version I said there's a flag. It's going to bounce at the 20 EMA, 144 EMA, because it clearly broke above it, clear momentum, and the continuation up to the 50 fib did indeed take place. The 50 fib created a double top and a bigger kind of consolidation and correction pattern, as you can see, making a flag. But the flag respects the support trend line, respects the long-term moving average, and stays above it. And now there's a potential break above the 20 EMA, and there's a break already above the bear flag. So to me, this looks, or maybe even like a falling wedge pattern. So to me, this looks bullish as well. I mean, euro dollar, I had also a preference for the euro dollar upside, remember? So this one too. This to me looks like a falling wedge in an uptrend with the moving averages aligned, clear momentum, clear correction. This break would confirm that. We had a double top with the 50 fib, but that was, I think, just a temporary consolidation, just like this 38 and 23.6 fib. So it looks like this uptrend could push it higher up to the 7 and the 61.8 fib, 138. 75 and 139.30 are the targets for the moment, then 140 and then 140.70. But yeah, for the moment, this looks bullish, and I'm expecting this to continue higher. It's also clear momentum above the 144 EMA here, so I think there's going to be a deeper push on this pound USD. We have clear fractal already here. We have bullish weekly candles. This monthly candle so far looking pretty bullish. That would indicate the bullish November potentially as well, maybe retracement, but then continuation. Let's see, of course, October is not finished yet. But this looks like a breakout pattern to me, and on a lower time frame, on a 50-minute chart, once we get a close here, there could be a flag and continuation on a 15 or hourly chart. Or even if we get a pullback, I think there's a good chance it will bounce at support. So either breakout, immediate breakout, or pullback continuation, or flag and continuation. Now that's invalid, of course, if price breaks below the 144 EMA and the support trend line. In that case, of course, then something else is going on, and we might be looking at a deeper retracement. But as long as price stays, I would say above, let's take a look, above 137, 137.25, it should be bullish territory. But if it breaks below that, of course, there could be more space to fall and retrace. And I would be looking personally for a break, flag, and re-break pattern, because the 144 may still support. So even if it breaks, there could be if there's a close in reverse, it's still bullish. We need to see a clear break, failure, retracement, and continuation like this pattern for downside, okay? Otherwise, it looks bullish. That's it. That's my 2 cents for the moment. Thank you so much. And once again, I hope you join ECS Portfolio as an investor. It's really very simple. You just have to open the account, verify the account, of course, add money, and that's it, and join the PAM. That's it. Otherwise, the management is fully done by us. Of course, you have full access to your own account. You can stop anytime you want. No upfront costs, only a percentage of the profit, if there is profit, of course. We've had very consistent results. So anyone who was disappointed with, for instance, Ultima from Ultimate EA from Mislav Nikolic, which we have stopped trading in the summer, July. We stopped that ourselves, at least. I think that this is worth considering. I know that people are disappointed with the Ultimate EA. We had a good year, first year, but a bad second year. And we learned, from elite currency perspective, we learned from that. So that's why we have our own systems now, and we've been trading that vigorously for 2 years. So we didn't start, after a few months or something like that. There's a lot. We learned a lot from point of view that we are focusing more on consistency and lower drawdowns than on super high gains, but waiting a year or having a lot of drawdowns. So anyone who's disappointed with that, I understand, and but I hope you will give us a second chance and try this ECS portfolio. Try it with risk capital you can afford to lose, of course. Try it with something very small that you think, okay, I will just see how this works. And once you see the results, I think you will later on be more confident to try more risk capital. And as you see the results month after month go by. All right. So I hope you didn't give up on us, and that you'll be willing to consider that and willing to try it. I think it's I'm very excited about it. It's results have been really phenomenal, to be honest, in the last 2 years. So this is a totally different kind of method in the terms of the consistency and drawdown versus gains. Is a totally different ball game. Sorry. So much more consistent in my view. So yeah, try it and see if you like it. Of course. Wish everyone great trading, and see you soon. Cheers.